She is in the 47 kilo equipped class. And what you see with these equipped lifters, they're looking a little bit different than the raw lifters. They're going to have on squat suits as well as knee wraps. And the purpose of equipment is that it helps them lift more weight. So it's going to be very restrictive on the body, and that's because when they reach the hole, it's going to really give them a big reflex out of the hole and able to lift more weight. Whereas raw lifting, as Julina is displaying on platform 1, you can wear a standard singlet as well as knee sleeves. So the knee sleeves, they do kind of help out your squat, but not in the same way, really, as knee wraps or a squat suit. And on platform 1, unfortunately, that was a no lift for Julina. She got a blue card and a red card. So as we said, the red card is going to be for not squatting deep enough. The blue card is going to be either for up and down motion or supporting on the thighs. Or not supporting on the thighs, excuse me. That would be for deadlifts. It's going to either be for up and down motion or soft lockout in the knees. So I believe that was for her knees there. Platform 2, Izzy, 95 kilos is a good lift. Platform 1, we're going to jump to Bree Akari with 87.5 kilos for her opening attempt in the equipped 52 kilo class, and that is super, super easy. On these openers, we're not expecting major fireworks. We're expecting these lifters to just hit something very easy, just get on the board. Sometimes you see lifters hit openers that are a little harder than anticipated, but typically you're going to see them hit very easy lifts for their opening weights. Claire Maley, 97.5 kilos in the raw 63 kilo class. And there, that's kind of an example of an opener that is a little tougher than you expect. But, unfortunately, I was going to say that's a good lift regardless. She does get 2-to-1 no lift. She got red cards from the side, meaning that she did not squat deep enough. And that's just a standard that we apply across the board, where your hip crease has got to break parallel with the top surface of the knee. That is defined as hitting depth. Platform 1, Madeline Keller has got a lot of support, 90 kilos for her opening weight. But really buries it there. A little bit sticky out of the hole, but she fights through it. Not a big grind. Platform 2, Caitlin Billiot, a 47 kilo equipped class, 102.5 for opening weight. This is more than 2 times body weight. Smooth all the way through. Little slow, but just a little bit. 3 white lights. Platform 1, Isabel Gazdecki has got a lot of support. That's what I love about these high school meets. I mean, when you see such a team environment like this one, especially with these lifters cheering each other on with these big high school teams, it's really fun to see, especially fun to see how the sport grows with these high school teams. So you're going to hear a lot of support from the crowd. That was a good lift on 1. Platform 2, Camille Crutcher in the 47 kilo class. Big opener here, 112.5, above 2 times body weight. Sinks it, comes back up with it. That's a good lift. Kaylee Navas on platform 1 in the equipped 52 class, currently slated in 3rd place on forecasted, opening with 107.5. Eleanor Lake on platform 2. Oh, unfortunately on 1, that's going to be a no lift. Just looked like a little too much. Platform 2, Eleanor Lake, 115 kilos for her opening attempt. She is in the raw 63 kilo division. Currently forecasted 3rd place in that class. Yeah, unfortunately one that was a no lift. Seemed to be just a strength issue, but again, she is in equipment, so it could have been some sort of technical. And with these equipped lifters, I mean, sometimes you see them miss a lift and they come back and smoke it, just with the nature of the equipment and how technically sound you have to be. Hopefully that is the case for her. Platform 1, Lauren Jansen, coming out to 122.5 kilos. She is forecasted well ahead in the 57 kilo class. I believe she was actually going to go against Octavia, but Octavia is not competing, at least not this day. Octavia, I'm sorry, I don't remember your last name, but Lauren Jansen, forecasted well ahead in the class. 122.5 kilos, 270 pounds for this high schooler who weighs about 123 pounds, 125. That's a good lift on 1 and also a good lift on 2 for Jayla Johnson. Jayla Johnson currently gonna be in a battle here between her and Camille Crutcher. I mean, based on forecasted, they are actually forecasted at the exact same total in the equipped 47 kilo class. Gonna wanna keep an eye on that, as we will throughout the day. Really exciting to see. I mean, the forecasted, of course, it tells part of the story, but it doesn't write the whole book, right? It just gives kind of a sneak peek into the lifters that could be in contention for the top spots, but there's a lot of lifting left to go, and sometimes forecasted is a trap. Sometimes forecasted on platform 2, that's gonna be a no lift, unfortunately. Sometimes lifters open up extremely heavy, and that kind of adds padding to their forecasted total, whereas some lifters may open extremely light, take big jumps, and then their forecasted total seems low at first, but then they make these big jumps and are able to jump ahead. And of course, we run into situations where lifters bomb out, lifters only get their opener. There's a lot of situations that can happen. And Brooke Nagel, really a superstar here in the 63 kilo class, opening up with 150 kilos. And she's not in the equipped division. She is in the raw 63 kilo division, opening with 330 pounds. Yeah, and that moved well. A little slow out of the hole, but she's a really strong squatter. She's going to be contending for trying to get a spot on Team USA at Sub-Junior Worlds. Platform 1, Caroline Lagarde, 127.5 kilos for her opening attempt in the equipped 52 kilo class. Caroline projected ahead in the class, projected in first place, but Adeline Lonnie just behind her. And when you're in these tight battles, it's really going to come down to who makes the most lifts, who gets the most out of their lifter that they can on the day. Wow, we are moving super fast. On both platforms, we are already back to the top of the order. On platform 2, Mira Stecker taking a 5 kilo jump to 70 kilos on platform 2. She is in the raw 57 kilo class. Depth look, no question. And that looked pretty much what you want a second attempt to look like. You want it to be harder than your opener so that you can gauge where to go on your third, but you don't want it to be too hard and all-out grinder. You have nothing left in the tank to give. On platform 1, Mallory Knott, also in the raw 52 kilo class, taking a 5 kilo jump to 55 kilos. Three white lights on 1. Taylor Lemminger taking a 7.5 kilo jump to 85 kilos. Lots of support from the crowd there. And of course, she is from Germantown High School. They've been giving a lot of support throughout the entire weekend to their lifters. Two to one, it's a good lift. Gets 1 red card on no depth, but she still gets the lift regardless. On platform 1, Abigail Kovac coming out to 70 kilos for her second attempt. Look pretty solid. Oh, unfortunately that is a no lift, and she looks confused herself. I'm not exactly sure what that was for. I don't think she jumped a command or anything, got yellow cards. I would definitely approach the jury there if you don't think anything was wrong with the lift. Since you got one white light, you can approach the jury. Riley, platform 2, unfortunately that's gonna be a no lift for her. Just looked a little too heavy. Maybe she made some sort of mistake and come back on her third. A little worrying when you miss your second like that on strength, but I've seen it before where lifters miss, doesn't seem like they can get it, they come back and they pull off a miracle. And also that one looked like a little bit funky, like she could have had some sort of technical issue. Platform 1, Kaylee Ryan takes a big, big jump to 77.5. Unfortunately, that's going to be a no lift on not squatting low enough. Platform 2, Isabel Jones, 90 kilos on the bar, competing as a guest lifter. 2 to 1, it's a good lift. Now on platform 1, you can only have chips on the bar if it is a national record. So they are checking to make sure that the weight is correct, that is actually a record. Probably that was a mistake by the scoring table, and they're going to come back down to 87.5 kilos, I imagine. Platform 2, Madeline Fusilier, taking a 7.5 kilo jump to 100 kilos. So in the equipped 47 kilo class. Three white lights on.
What? Shouldn't be 88.5. The score table's okay.
Just a little bit of a delay on 1 as they sort out that record situation. Platform 2, Izzy Castagneda, taking a 7.5 kilo jump to 102.5. This is the big 225-pound squat. She's in the 47 kilo class. So that would mean that this is over 2 times her body weight. Platform 1, they got that sorted out. Isabella Bilu, coming out to 87.5 kilos. Projected ahead in the 52 kilo class. Not too far behind is Janalea. Unfortunately on 2, that's going to be a no lift for Izzy. Looked like just a strength issue. Platform 1, that's going to be a good lift for Isabella, adding those valuable kilos to her total. That's going to be needed to fend off Janalea, who's coming up next. Janalea hit 87.5, opted to jump up to 95 kilos. Currently forecasted 10 kilos behind Isabella, but of course, lots of lifting left to go throughout the day. And on platform 2, Claire Maley missed her opener, opted to go up by 5 kilos anyways. Her opener was missed on a depth call, so perhaps it was not a strength issue. That's why they opted to go up. It is a bit dicey. See how it goes. Unfortunately, I think she might have thought that the spotters took it early, but at the bottom there was a little bit of up-down, so that's why they took it, trying to keep her safe. And that's the dicey thing when you miss an attempt and go up anyways. It's very, very dicey, and there is the proposition that you can miss your second attempt on strength, and now her back is really against the wall. Janalea on 1, unfortunately, got the lift up, no problem on strength, just jumped the rack command at the end. Now she's also kind of in a tough situation. She has 1 lift on the board, isn't risking bombing out, but she needs those valuable kilos in the hunt to beat out Isabella and also perhaps get a podium position against Abigail Kovac in the 52 kilo class. Caitlin Billiant, platform 2, 47 kilo equipped class, opted to go up just the minimum 2.5 kilos. To the 1, that's a good lift on 2. Platform 1, Brie Akari, excuse me if I'm mispronouncing that, 97.5 kilos. Speed was really good. Want to wait to see what the judges say. Unfortunately, 2 to 1, no lift on depth. Probably going to want to, even though it was super fast, probably going to want to repeat that. Although some equipped lifters and coaches do say that adding a little bit more weight can actually help when you miss on depth, just because of the restrictive nature of the suit and knee wraps. Wow, we are moving so fast here, and there is so much excitement during this session 2, day 2 of high school nationals. Platform 2, Camille Crutcher, unfortunately misses 120 kilos. Platform 1, Madeline Keller, 52 kilo equipped class, 100 kilos on the bar. Depth looks no question. Lots of support from the crowd there. 3 white lights handled that 10 kilo jump fairly well. And on platform 2, Eleanor Lake taking a 7.5 kilo jump to 122.5 kilos. Currently forecasted in 3rd place in the 63 kilo class, could be vying to swap her bronze medal for 2nd place. Just kind of see how the day goes. And on platform 1, Kaylee Navas missed her opener, opted to keep the same weight. I like this call. Missed her opener, I think it was on depth. Slow and steady on platform 2. Kaylee's got that super wide stance on 1. The depth, when you've got that super wide stance, I think the depth is always going to be somewhat in question. And yeah, unfortunately, that is a no lift on depth. She's really going to have to fight back for her 3rd attempt. It looks a bit confused, but those red cards do indicate that she did not squat low enough. Platform 1, Isabel Gazdecki taking a 10 kilo jump to 107.5 kilos. Platform 2, good squat on 1. Platform 2 looked pretty solid from Cameron DeLapp. Missed her opener, went up anyways, made it fly, honestly. Good lift there. Platform 2, Jayla Johnson in the equipped 47 kilo class. Currently forecasted in 1st place, needing these extra 12.5 kilos, trying to fend off Camille to take the title. Every lift counts in these battles. On platform 1, Lauren Jansen, 132.5. Oh yeah, Jayla made that move super well. That is a big squat for a 47 kilo high school lifter. I mean, yeah, that's a big squat. Oh, unfortunately on 1, that's going to be a no lift for Lauren. And on platform 2, Brooke Nagel jumping up 5 kilos. I like this call. 5 kilos seems relatively conservative, but you see that more often out of these lighter weight class lifters. And I think her opener moved well. But let's see how she handles this 5 kilo jump. Yeah, it was pretty smooth all the way through. 3 white lights. And Brooke, I mean, she is forecasted well ahead in the class, really just trying to put up the best total that she can in order to make a contention for the world's team spot. Of course, that's not going to be decided at this meet. She's just going to have to put up the best good lift points that she can. And she seems to be well on the way based on her first 2 squats. On platform 1, that was a good lift from Adeline Lonnie. Platform 2, we are already on to 3rd attempts. Mira Stecker, 75 kilos in the raw 57 kilo class. Platform 1, Caroline Lagarde, 132.5 kilos for her. Fortunately on 2, that's going to be a no lift. Caroline Lagarde forecasted ahead in the 52 kilo equipped class. Again, going to be a battle between her and Adeline Lonnie. And it's kind of fun to see them go tit for tat, back to back in the squats, as Adeline just squatted before her. And they're so close. They're squatting the same weight too on their seconds. Caroline with a super slow descent. Got it up. I want to wait to see what the judges say on the depth. Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be a no lift for Caroline. 2-1, no lift on depth. And again, these kilos are super, super pivotal for these lifters to hit, especially when they're in such a tight battle. Riley Lyler, platform 2, repeating 87.5 kilos. I believe she missed her 2nd attempt on a strength issue. Hopefully just some sort of misgroove. Okay, that moved a lot better. I think in the hole she might have just lost that misgroove on the 2nd attempt, but she was able to come back, get redemption on it. Platform 1, Mallory Knott, 60 kilos for her final squat, trying to go 3 for 3. really good grind out of Mallory there. 2-1. It's a no lift for her based on not squatting low enough. Platform 2, I'm sure you guys can hear the big support for Taylor Lemminger. She is from Germantown High School, represent. Unfortunately, that's no lift for her. We are already on third attempts on both platforms. Platform 1, Abigail Kovac, 75 kilos for her third attempt. She's currently forecasted in third place in the 52 raw division. Not too far behind Janalia. Moved fairly well for a third attempt. See what the judges say. 3 white lights there. Platform 2, Madeline Fusilier, taking a 2.5 kilo jump to 102.5, making it move. 3 white lights, that's a good lift for Madeline. 3 for 3 on the day in the squats. Platform 1, Kaylee Ryan. Now she took a very, very big jump, 35 kilo jump to 77.5. Missed it on depth. Strength wasn't an issue. Just needs to sink it a little bit more. Gets it up. No issue on strength. Let's see what the judges say. Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be no lift again. Just walks away with her opener. Platform 2, no lift on depth. Unfortunately enough. That was for Isabel Jones. Still walks away with 90 kilos. Isabel competing as a guest lifter, so not going to be in contention for placing. Platform 1, Janalia Newman in the 52 kilo class. Really needs these extra 7.5 kilos. Going to be in the hunt for a podium position in the 52 kilo class. And if Isabella at the top starts to slip up, could be walking away with the title. Lots of lifting left to go in the day. Oh, fighting through the sticking point. I honestly thought the spotters might have taken it a little bit early on that left side. She could go to the jury and ask for a relift there. That's probably what I would do. I mean, you could, it's a tough conversation because you don't want to waste too much energy on a lift that you're not going to get. But I mean, she was putting in a fight there, and it did come up a bit unevenly. Easy on platform 2, unfortunately, that's going to be a no lift again with 102.5. Platform 1, Isabella Bilyeu, taking a 10 kilo jump to 97.5 kilos. Forecasted ahead in the 52 kilo class. Platform 2, Claire Maley, really back against the wall here. Missed her opener on depth, went up, missed it on strength. Platform 1, that's going to be a no lift. Come on, Claire, fight through that sticking point. Fight through that sticking point. Wow. Hopefully that is a good lift. And it is. By the skin of her teeth, Claire Maley stays in the meet, does not bomb out of the competition. Wow, that was really nerve-wracking there. Not only for me just watching, but I'm sure it was for her as well. But she stays in the meet, avoids disaster. Gets 102.5 on her third attempt. Platform 1, Bree Akari, 105 kilos. Missed her second attempt, opted to go up anyways. See how she handles this. Now she squats up with it, but that is going to be up and down motion. That's why the spotters are about to take the bar. Or not exactly sure there. Okay, yeah, up and down motion. Platform 2, that's a good lift for Caitlin. Platform 1, Kaylee Navas facing a bomb out situation with 107.5. Platform 2, Camille Crutcher, Miss 120, gonna try to take redemption on that. Forecasted second place in the 47 kilo equipped class. Let's see Caitlin get this on one. Squats up with it, and I believe her first two were called on depth, so let's see what they say here. 3 white lights, she stays in the meet, avoids bomb out. What a comeback for Kaylee. Really good job there. It's really hard to keep your composure there when you're a high schooler about to bomb out. It's very difficult. I'm really glad she was able to stay in the meet. Oh, the crowd is really getting hype here. Platform 1, Madeline Keller taking a 10 kilo jump to 110. Platform 2, Eleanor Lake, retaking 122.5 on her third. Unfortunately for Madeline, it's going to be a little too much on one. Still walks away 3 for 3. Platform 2, Eleanor Lake. See what the judges say. Look good to me. 3 white lights. It's a good lift for Eleanor. Picking up those extra 7.5 kilos that she could have been missing out on. Big fight there on one, but unfortunately that's going to be no lift for Isabel. Platform 2, Cameron DeLapp fights up with 130 kilos. That is a good lift for Cameron. Sitting in second place, currently on forecasted total in the 63 kilo class. Going to be defending against Eleanor Lake. But if Cameron continues to make her lifts, she only missed her opener, still walked away with her third squat, she should be in that second place position. Platform 2, Jayla Johnson, huge squat here, 140 kilos as a 47 kilo lifter. This is nearly 3 times her body weight as a high school kid. Come on, Jayla, let's see it. Wow, and it moved honestly pretty easy. Fantastic lifting there from Jayla Johnson, 3 for 3 on the day, forecasted ahead in that 47 kilo class. Platform 1, Lauren Jansen, 132.5, retaking that here. Oh, big fight. Oh, it's going to be no lift for Lauren. And on platform 2, Brooke Nagel trying for 160 kilos. Wow, and that was a really, really solid third attempt there from Brooke. Oh, I am mistaken. I thought that it was a good lift. I imagine if I were her coach, I would definitely approach the jury on that. She got 2-1 no lift on depth. And again, Brooke is going to be trying to put up the highest good lift points she can in order to contend against lifters at other meets such as age nationals in order to get on the U.S. national team for sub-junior worlds. But Brooke's still phenomenal squatting from her. Platform 1, Caroline Lagarde, Miss 132.5, trying to repeat that here. In the fight with Adeline, needs these extra kilos in the 52 kilo battle. Can she fight through it? Unfortunately, that's going to be in no lift once again for Caroline. And that does put her a bit behind, especially if Adeline, coming up next, is able to get this huge squat with 140 kilos. On platform 2, we're moving straight into flight B. Gabriella Jackson opening up with 95 kilos. Gabriella with a super slow descent and a super fast ascent. Oh, unfortunately no lift on depth. It moves super fast. Wonder what they're gonna do from there. All right, Adeline, platform 1, huge 140 kilo squat. Really in contention for the title. Could have used those extra 7.5 kilos. Now that puts actually her and Caroline at the exact same forecasted total. With these missed lifts, it makes it a bit interesting. It's gonna be a really fun battle to see develop throughout the session. Platform 2, Valentina Zizzo, 97.5, moved like an opener should. Through red lights. Platform 1, Jana Leia. You saw her squat earlier. She's actually going to be taking a relift here with 95 kilos. Now, I remember she came up with the weight, was fighting through it, got a bit uneven. They determined that the spotters took it a bit early, and she's getting a relift. Hopefully she can get this on her relift. Wow, and she continues to fight through it. She is a really, really strong squatter, fighting through that sticking point like a champ. 95 kilos for Jana Leia. That is a good lift. Kind of really keeps her in the hunt there for the national title. Isabella currently ahead, but Jana Leia forecast only 10 kilos behind. Ali on platform 2, 97.5 is a good lift. And on platform 1 now we are moving straight into what? Platform 1, we're going to move straight into flight B. Jaden Klapsald starting us off with 60 kilos. A little bit tough for an opener, hits the sticking point, fights through it. Should be a good lift, through white lights. Platform 2, Emery Blackwell, 105 kilos for opening attempt. Through white lights, that's a good lift. Platform 1, Lila Stecker, opening up with 70 kilos in the raw 47 kilo class, currently projected in first place. Going to be trying to make her lifts throughout the day to lock up that national title. Buries it on platform 1. That looked really good. 3 white lights. Kara McFarland on platform 2, opening up with 115 kilos as a 43 kilo lifter. Oh man, and maybe it was a bit too heavy of an opener. Looked like a miss on strength. She is in equipment, so it could have been some sort of technical issue. Hopefully she can come back and hit that on her second attempt. Especially given that Kara is, she just needs to make a lift in each discipline in order to walk away the champion. Platform 1, lots of support for Janika Walker, opening up with 90 kilos. I wonder where she goes to school. No question there, Germantown High School, as I expected. 90 kilos moves very easy for her. Lillian Juneo, platform 2, opening up with 115 kilos. Unfortunately, it's going to be a no lift based on depth. Now, she's one of those lifters who actually elected not to have knee wraps, but she does seem to have a squat suit on. Platform 1, Emma Wheeler, 90 kilos for her opening attempt. Super easy there. what you want an opener to move like. 3 white lights. Lots of support from her school, Covington High School. Really love the team environment here at High School Nationals. Platform 2, Kylie Kulis, 125 kilos for her opening attempt. Moved like an opener should. 3 white lights, good lift. On platform 1, Brianna Crocker in the 57 kilo equipped class, opening up with 97.5 kilos. Abby Quipido on platform 2, opening up with 125. Platform 1, you never want to see that out of an opener. Hopefully she can come back and hit it. It's going to be a little tough. Could have been a technical issue again with the squat suit, but just looked like a strength issue. Hopefully she can hit that. Abby on 2, looked pretty smooth with 125. Good lift. Kinsey Tucker on platform 1, 102.5 kilos for her opening attempt. Looks like she buried it on depth. A little bit sticky for an opener, but she gets it up. 3 white lights. Abby Kelly, platform 2, 135 kilos. Just under 300 pounds for an opener, moving very, very smoothly. Currently forecasted in 3rd place. Could be vying for a 2nd place spot. And guess who's currently forecast in 2nd? Hannah, coming up next, opening up with 147.5 kilos. That is 325 pounds. Platform 1, Shelby Fisher, opening up with 102.5 kilos. A little bit tough for an opener. Looks like she really buried it there on 1. 3 white lights, good lift. Platform 2, let's see Hannah smoke this opener. Oh yeah, that looked pretty solid. 2 to 1, it's a good lift. Platform 1, Eliana, opening up with 107.5, coming out of Germantown High School, getting lots of support. Currently forecasted 4th place. Super easy. Love to see that from an opening attempt. Super easy. Just get on the board. Don't risk anything, especially with these high school kids not having a ton of experience on the national stage. Uma on platform 2, opening up with 150 kilos, 330 pounds. Look good for an opening attempt. See what the judges say on the depth. Oh, unfortunately, that is going to be a no lift for Uma. She got a red card for not squatting deep enough and also a yellow card for, I'm not sure. A yellow card can be a multitude of different things. Platform 1, Sophia Grace Thompson, 107.5. Looked like a solid opener on 1. 3 white lights. Platform 2, we have Eva Polini, 162.5 for her opening attempt. She has lots of experience behind her, having competed before at High School Nationals last year, having won that, also competing at IPF Worlds 2 times in the sub-junior division. Unfortunately, that is going to be a no lift for Eva. And I believe it was on depth. Yeah, unfortunately it was a no lift on depth. I would just repeat that, honestly, given that she is likely going to be, yeah, she is going to be far ahead in the class. Don't risk it by going up. Just repeat the attempt. Get on the board. But yeah, Eva, I don't think that's going to shake her up too much. She has got a lot of experience at the highest levels. I mean, she went to Sub-Junior Worlds in Romania, she actually competed in both the equipped and the raw division at Sub-Junior Worlds, placing top 5 in both. Platform 1, that was a good lift for Lena, opening up strong. Again, we are moving super fast here. These spotters are working really hard. Platform 2, Gabriella Jackson, 95 kilos. We're back at second attempts. Gabriella missed her opener on depth, gets it on her second, avoids disaster to the 1 call. Platform 1, Miliana, opening up with 122.5. Moved well, moved like an opener should. To the 1, that's a no lift on depth. Platform 2, Ali, opening up, or not opening up, her second attempt with 105 kilos. Moved fairly well for a second attempt as well. 3 white lights, that's a good lift. Lila Cooper on platform 1, returning NAPF Sub-Junior champion, looking to pick up a high school national title here. Opening up with 125 in the 57 kilo equipped class. Forecasted in second place right now. It's going to be tight between her and Amelie, but she makes that opener move super fast. 3 white lights, good lift for Lila. 2 to 1 on platform 2, that's a good lift for Valentina. Yeah, if you're following along on lifting cast, it's really going to be tight between Lila Cooper and Amelie Dupuis. They're forecasted only 2.5 kilos apart. Platform 1, Lily Alonso, 125 kilos for her opening attempt. Currently forecasted in 4th place, but again, it's another one of those battles. There's going to be a battle for the top spot and then a battle to get on the podium. Lily starting off with 125, bit sticky at the sticking point. Bit sticky, but she fights her way through. I wouldn't expect a huge jump from there. Emery Blackwell, platform 2, moving 112.5 fairly well. 3 white lights. Now, Amelie on platform 1, 132.5 kilos. Really in a battle here with Lila Cooper. Every lift is going to count. And she buries that opener. Typically, you're not going to see someone bury any lift in equipped lifting unless they are just super sound with their technique. And perhaps sometimes their leverages fares a bit better to sinking a squat. But that is a good lift for Amelie. Platform 2, Kara McFarland. Okay, that moves a lot better. Her opener scared me. It looked like an issue on strength. Unfortunately, that is a no lift again on platform 2. Missed her opener, seemingly on strength. Missed her second attempt on depth. I would definitely approach the jury if I were her, try to get that overturned. Platform 1, a bit of a mishap there. Going to have that change to 67.5, just a little mistake. Platform 2, Lillian Junot, again in a tough situation with 115 kilos. Lots of pressure when you miss your opener. Looks good to me. Her opener, 3 white lights. Yeah, her opener was a miss on depth. Was able to sink it a bit more there. Looked really good. Platform 1, Jaden Clapsel, 67.5 for a second. Oh, wow. Wow. Really big fight from Jaden there. Hopefully that is a good lift. And it is 3 white lights. Honestly, I would not be mad if she ends up scratching her 3rd attempt. That kind of looked like all that was left there on the tank. Platform 2, Kylie Kulis. Lots of support from Germantown High School. 135 for her 2nd attempt. Steady walk out there. Platform 1, Lila Strecker, 75 kilos. Platform 2, that's a good lift for Kylie. Platform 1, unfortunately, that is a no lift based on not squatting deep enough. I was about to say it looked like a second should, too. Looked a little bit tougher than your opener, but not a super all-out grinder. I'd probably just repeat that if I were her. Brenna Crocker, Platform 1, going to repeat 97.5. Abby on Platform 2, taking the 10-kilo jump to 135 kilos. Three white lights. Brianna Crocker, pressure is on, missed her opener, needs this attempt. Three white lights, Brianna is on the board. And when I say on the board, I mean that these lifters, they have got to make an attempt, at least one in each discipline. Otherwise, they're going to be facing being disqualified from the competition, AKA bombing out, not being able to post a total, not being able to fight for positioning. Abby Kelly, Platform 2. Oh, big fight there at the top with 145 kilos. Typically, you do see that out of equipped lifting. 2-to-1, that's a good lift. Platform 1, Emma Wheeler, 97.5. Emma waiting for that squat command. Look pretty solid, waiting to see on the depth. 2-to-1, that's a good lift. Platform 2, Uma Abakarova, excuse me, missed this on her opener. It was on depth call and also a yellow card, which I wasn't exactly sure. Perhaps jumping a command. Pressure is on, needs this lift. Wow, and it moves really well. See what the judges say. 2-to-1, she is on the board, not going to face bombing out. Platform 2, Janika Walker moves 100 kilos with ease. 2-to-1, that's a good lift. Platform 1, Shelby Fisher, walking out to a 5-kilo jump to 107.5. Platform 2, Hannah, coming out to 155 kilos. Currently forecasted 2nd place. Guess who's right on her tail? Abby Kelly. Needs every kilo. That moved solid for a 2nd attempt. A little bit slow, but it was smooth all the way through. 3 white lights. Never had a doubt that she was going to get it, honestly. 3 white lights on Platform 1 as well for Shelby. Platform 2, Eva Polini, repeating 162.5. Again, she's forecasted with not the biggest of spreads, but a bit of a spread between her and Uma. in the class. I really like this call to, oh, she's forecasted with a big spread, actually. I really like this call to just repeat it, get on the board. She's got the international experience. She knows she can sink it. And honestly, that looks pretty good. Wait to see what the judges say. 3 white lights. Yeah, from Eva, I really like that call. Just repeat it. Just get on the board. She's been to sub-junior worlds twice now. Competed at it 3 times, actually, since she did both raw and equipped this past year. Platform 1, Kinsley Tucker fights up with 115. 2 to 1, unfortunately, that is a no lift. Lots of depth calls here. A lot of these lifters are not going to be used to the standards of the national level. We want to apply those standards across the board, but typically with these national level and higher judges, they are going to have a bit more experience with judging depth. They might be a bit more stricter than they are at the local level. And that really throws a wrench in the game when you miss a lift, you get it on strength, no problem, but then you miss it on depth. It can be a really difficult conversation of where to go next. And we are already on to 3rd attempts on platform 2, Gabriella Jackson, 102.5. No question on strength, waiting to see on the depth call. Unfortunately, 2 to 1, that's going to be a no lift for Gabriella. Sophia Grace Thompson on 115. Moves very, very well. 3 white lights, that's a good lift. Platform 2, Ali Fontenot coming out to 112.5 kilos. We're in the equipped 63 kilo class. Platform 1, Eliana Gersonde coming out to 117.5. Currently projected in 4th place, could be fighting for a podium finish. Ali puts in the fight, but it doesn't go. Eliana, on the other hand, gets 2 to 1, a good lift. Platform 1, Milana missed her opening attempt, opted to jump up 2.5 kilos anyways. Sometimes you will see that from lifters who miss their opener. They don't want to lose too much kilos, but it can be a bit dicey going up, so they just go up 2.5. Missed her opener on depth, just need to sink it a little more. Platform 2. Oh no, unfortunately Kara McFarland on platform 2 has bombed out of the competition. It's really a shame because she was slotted to walk away with the national title. Really, really unfortunate to see. I mean, it's fairly common at the national level, just given with the pressure of the environment, the national level referees, the travel. I really hope she comes back and benches and deadlifts to finish off the day strong. Platform 2, Valentina Zizzo, 117.5 for her 3rd attempt. The crowd is getting really, really hype here. Energy is high at high school nationals day 2. Big fight there from Valentina. She locks it out. 2 to 1, it's a good lift. Platform 1, Lena, 127.5. 3 white lights, also a good lift. Platform 2, Emery Blackwell, taking a 5 kilo jump to 117.5 kilos. White lights, good lift. Lily Alonso, platform 1, 132.5 for her second attempt. Steady walk out there. Opting to have the high bar position, whereas most powerlifters opt for the low bar to engage more of their glutes. Unfortunately, that's going to be no lift for Lily. She's not going to risk bombing out. Still got her opener. Could come back and try again on her third. Platform 2, Lillian Janelle taking a big jump here. Missed her opener, opted to repeat it. Now taking a 12.5 kilo jump. Wow, Lillian handles that big jump well. Lila Cooper, platform 1. In a fight here, 10 extra kilos, trying to add it to her total. Very solid, 2 to 1. Good lift for Lila. Her direct competitor is going right after her, Amelie Dupuis. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce. Amelie coming out to 150 kilos, taking a big jump here, 17.5 kilos. If she misses this, this is a pivotal hit or miss. Either adding 17.5 kilos or having your back against the wall, being potentially only stuck with your opener in a showdown against Lila Cooper. Lila has experience on the international stage. She has won the sub-junior NAPF championship. So she's battle tested for sure. Oh, but Amelie handles that big jump very well. 150 kilos. Oh man, the strength was there, obviously, but she missed that on a depth call. It's kind of a tough situation. I mean, it moves so fast. Do you repeat it? Do you go up? We're gonna see what she does. Platform 2, Kylie Kulis, 10 kilo jump to 145 kilos. This is over 315 pounds. That's a big milestone weight as a high school lifter weighing about 138 pounds. Insane. Platform 1, we're back to the top of the order. Jaden Clapsaddle trying to go 3 for 3, 70 kilos. If you remember, her second attempt was very tough, trying to add just 2.5 kilos here. Unfortunately, Kylie on platform 2 started to go backwards. Good catch from the spotters. Platform 1, that's also going to be a no lift for Jaden. Platform 2, excuse me, Abby Kelly taking a 5 kilo jump to 150 kilos. In the hunt for a podium place. Wow, that moved very well for a third attempt for Abby. 2 to 1, it's a good lift. Platform 1, Lila Strecker, 77.5. Missed her second attempt, opted to go up anyways. Missed her second attempt on depth, trying to get a little lower. 2 to 1, it's a good lift for her. Going up seemed to pay off. It's very dicey, but when it works, it works. Platform 2, Hannah Seehafer, big squat here, 162.5. Kind of slotted in that second place position in the 63 kilo class, but could be a battle here with her and Uma, potentially Abby, Kelly as well. Yeah, the bar started to go back down. That's why the spotters grabbed it. That's going to be a no lift for Hannah. Platform 1, Brianna Crocker, 102.5. Fortunately, that's going to be a no lift. She does walk away with that repeated 97.5. platform 2, Uma Abakarova, currently forecasted second place if she makes this lift. Big jump here, 17.5 kilos in the hunt for a podium position in the 63 kilo equipped class. And if Eva starts to mess up, could be looking at a national title. Now Uma, I think that moved very well, but I don't think that's gonna pass. I could be wrong. Yep, that's gonna be no lift on depth, unfortunately. Emma Wheeler, platform 1, stands up with 105 kilos. No lift on depth, unfortunately. Again, I mean, the standard is so high here at high school nationals. Emotions are high in the back as these lifters have been prepping and prepping for months and months for this competition. Eva Polini coming out to a huge 182.5 kilo squat. This is 402 pounds for a lifter in high school. She is on her way to becoming the national champion, but cannot slip up, otherwise the other lifters could take her place. Platform 1, Janika Walker, 110 kilos. Wow, crazy squat there for Eva. 2-1, that's a no lift. I would definitely go to the jury if I were them, and I think they might be. Platform 1, that was a good lift for Janika. Yeah, for Eva, I would definitely approach the jury, have that conversation. It's worth having. Platform 1, Shelby Fisher, 112.5 for her third and final attempt, trying to go 3 for 3. And on platform 2, that is actually going to wrap up all the action in this squat event. Don't go anywhere. In 10 minutes, we are going to be back, returning to the action for the bench press. 10 short minutes, don't go anywhere. We will see you then at Powerlifting America High School Nationals.
By formula, it says you can...
Welcome back on Platform 2 to the 2024 Powerlifting America High School National Championships. The action is about to begin in just a couple of minutes. We are going to get started with Isabel Jones with 35 kilos. Just a little bit of a delay there on platform 2, but now we're getting started with Isabel Jones, 35 kilos. Three white lights, it's a good lift. A little bit sticky for an opener, but still gets it regardless. Mira Strecker, 35 kilos for her opening attempt. Moves pretty smooth, like an opener should. Three white lights. Taylor Lemminger, 40 kilos for her opening attempt. We are in the equipped 47 kilo class. Super easy there. Three white lights. Madeline Fusilier going to come out next with 47.5 kilos, getting out the foot blocks for her. Some lifters prefer that just because they might have shorter legs. Their legs might not, maybe they reach the ground, but maybe they can't get as good of a leg drive as they would with the foot blocks. Easy opener there. Three white lights. Welcome back on platform 1 to the 2024 Powerlifting America High School National Championships. We are going to get back started, get back into the action of the bench press in just a minute. Going to start off with Abigail Kovac with 27.5 kilos. If you need a reminder, in this day 2, session 2, we are going to have all varsity female 43, 47, 52, 57, and 63 kilo lifters. That is going to include both raw and equipped lifters. Platform 2, Izzy, coming out to 47.5 kilos. Look pretty solid for Izzy. Three white lights. Abigail Kovac on platform 1, getting us started with 27.5. Also another lifter requesting to use the foot blocks. Easy opener there. Platform 2, Riley Lyler, 47.5 for opening attempt. Bit sticky off the chest, but still smooth all the way through. Three white lights. Platform 1, Mallory Knott getting set up with 32.5. Platform 2, Jayla Johnson, 52.5. Currently forecasted with a bit of a spread in first place in the equipped 47 class. That's a good lift on platform 1. Good lift on platform 2 as well. Platform 1, Kaylee Ryan, 40 kilos on the bar for her opening attempt. Platform 2, Camille Crotcher, 52.5 kilos on her opening attempt. Currently sitting pretty solidly in forecasted second place in the class for Camille. Oh, unfortunately for Kaylee, that was a bit of a tough opener there. See what the judges say. Should be good, hopefully. Oh, unfortunately, that's really a tough situation when your opener is very, very sticky, and then you get a blue and a yellow card. Platform 1, Isabella Bilyeu, 47.5 kilos, really forecasted well ahead in the 52 kilo class. Just gonna have to make her lifts. Very easy opener, exactly what you want. Three white lights on platform 2 for Claire for her opening attempt at 55 kilos. Platform 1, Janalia Newman, 47.5 kilos. If you remember, she missed her second squat, was able to come back and hit it on her third with a relift. Really staying in the hunt there for a podium position. Three white lights, it's a good lift. Platform 2, that is going to be a good lift for Caitlin. Platform 1, Bree Akari, 47.5 for her opening attempt. Platform 2, Eleanor Lake, 65 kilos for her opening attempt. Oh, unfortunately, to the one that's a no lift, got yellow cards, potentially for her foot or her butt lifting up, something that we can't really see from the front view. Platform 1, Madeline Keller, 50 kilos on the bar for her opening attempt. Nearly a body weight bench press for her opener. Slow descent. Kind of what you see more in equipped lifting when they're fighting against the bench shirt to come down. Three white lights, it's a good lift. Cameron DeLapp on platform 2, opening up with 75 kilos, and we are in the raw 63 kilo division. Sitting pretty solidly in forecasted second, just needs to make her lifts. pretty good for an opener. 3 white lights. Platform 1, Isabel Gazdecki, 50 kilos for her opening attempt. Super fast. Gets a little bit of a delayed press command just because the judge is waiting for her to be motionless with the chest. Now platform 2, Brooke Nagel. Huge opener here, 95 kilos for a 63 kilo lifter in high school. Her opener, I believe, was at 90 kilos, but they bumped it up. Must have been feeling good in the warm-up room. Yeah, that looked really well. It is insane how much these lifters are lifting nowadays. Brooke Nagel probably going to cross over that 100 kilo milestone there. Really making a strong campaign to get on the national team for the Sub-Junior World Championships in Malta. Platform 1, Lauren Jansen, opening up with 60 kilos over body weight in the raw 57 kilo division. A little slow for an opener, but it was smooth all the way through. Nothing too worrying. 3 white lights, good lift for Lauren. Currently forecast well ahead in the 57 kilo class. Mira Strecker, platform 2, taking the minimum 2.5 kilo jump to 37.5. That's a good lift for Mira. Platform 1, Caroline Lagarde, 65 kilos. Wow, you moved very well. In that battle there with Adeline for the top spot. Isabel Jones, platform 2, good lift with 40 kilos. Kaylee Navas on platform 1, getting set up with 67.5 kilos. Avoided disaster in the squat event by getting her 3rd squat. Looking to go 3 for 3 in the bench. Platform 2, Taylor Lemminger, 45 kilos. Moves like a second attempt should. Hard, but not an all-out grinder. Let's see how Kaylee handles this 67.5. Bit tough for an opener there, has to put in some work. Nonetheless, it is a good lift for Kaylee. And I always find that a bit worrying. Whenever I see lifters almost bomb out, I almost wonder if, hey, did they take the prerogative to lower their bench and deadlift openers? Or are they going to keep their openers when maybe the strength just isn't there on the day? But nonetheless, that moved, it was pretty smooth all the way through for Kaylee, although a bit hard, and they did opt to take just the 2.5 kilos. Platform 2, that was a good lift for Riley. It was 50 kilos. Platform 1, Adeline, really watching this as she's in that tough battle. How is this going to move? 67.5. Another opener that does not move exactly like an opener should. Fast off the chest, but then really has to fight through that sticking point to the 1. It's a good lift. Madeline Fusilier, platform 2, 52.5 kilos. Moved fairly well for Madeline on platform 2. Platform 1, Abigail Kovac, jumping 5 kilos to 32.5. Trying to make sure those bench blocks, foot blocks are exactly right. Platform 2, Izzy, 5 kilo jump to 52.5. Easy off the chest, has put in a bit of work, but still moved well. Dang, on platform 1, Abigail gets a little bit of a long press command because she was bouncing on the chest. The chief referee is going to wait until motionless. Unfortunately, she does get yellow cards for that, for jumping the press command. Platform 1, Mallory Knott, 37.5. Platform 2, Camille Crutcher, 57.5. A little tough for Mallory. Is she going to be able to fight through? Wow, and she's still fighting through. I think that might be a good lift on 1. Showing a lot of heart there. 3 white lights. That's a good lift for Mallory. I wouldn't even bother coming out for a 3rd attempt. That looked like all she had on the day. And a really good attempt from her. Not what you expect from a 2nd attempt, but hey, if you leave all that you have on the platform, I wouldn't be too mad about that. Platform 2, Jayla Johnson, 60 kilos on the bar for the 47-kilo lifter. Had a phenomenal squat day, trying to continue that momentum as she is forecasted well ahead in the class. Platform 1, Kaylee Ryan, missed her opening attempt. Gonna try to retake and get this on her 2nd attempt. Oh, fight. Jayla Johnson, that's gonna be a little too difficult for her on her 2nd attempt. Maybe she can make the correct adjustments on her 3rd. Kaylee Ryan, let's see it. Oh, is she gonna fight through the sticky point? And she does. What did the judges say? 3 white lights. That's a good lift for Kaylee. She celebrates, as she should, avoiding the disastrous bomb out there. I honestly would not even come out for a 3rd attempt. I mean, with these lighter weight class lifters, that extra 2.5 can really make such a big difference. I mean, one weight can move slowly. You jump 2.5, and then you just hit a wall. So especially then when you have a little bit of a difficult time with the weight, you have to repeat it. I mean, she probably will come out for the extra 2.5 just because you've got nothing to lose, but it is a conversation that you can have with the lifter. Platform 2, Caitlin Billiot, taking a 2.5 kilo jump to 60 kilos. Fighting through the sticking point. 3 white lights for Caitlin, good lift. Platform 1, they're getting sorted with the weight there. Platform 2, Claire Maley, setting up with 60 kilos for her 2nd attempt. Platform 1, Isabella Billiou, 52.5 kilos, projected ahead in the 52-kilo class. Still needs to execute in order to walk away with the title. 2 white lights on 2 for Claire. Oh yeah, that looked pretty solid for Isabella. Again, exactly what you want from a 2nd. It slows down, but it's not an all-out grinder. You still got room for your 3rd attempt. Platform 2, Eleanor Lake, missed her opening attempt, opted to go up by 2.5 kilos anyways. Now, I believe she missed her 1st attempt just on some sort of technical mishap. She got yellow cards, so it could have been her butt or her foot lifting up. That's probably why they opted to jump the 2.5 kilos. I want to see how she handles this. Platform 1, Jana Leah Newman, 55 kilos. Fairly big jump for the class, 7.5 kilos. In the hunt for a podium position. Platform 2, Eleanor locks out, gets 3 white lights. She's on the board. Platform 1, 2-1 for Janalea. Platform 2, Cameron DeLapp, 77.5 kilos. Platform 1, Madeline Keller, 55 kilos. Cameron looked like a solid second attempt there. 3 white lights. Madeline on one, really taking her time on that descent. I mean, these lifters with that bench shirt literally fighting against it to bring the bar down. Unfortunately, that's just going to be too much for Madeline. Could come out and try it on her third. Brooke Nagel, Platform 2, 97.5 kilos. Going to win the class, even if she stops now and just hits an opening deadlift, to be quite frank. But really trying to make her case for the national team. Huge bench here, 215 pounds. Wow, it moves so well. I honestly think that moved better than her opener. 3 white lights for Brooke Nagel. Platform 1, Isabel Gazdecki, 55 kilos. Move good. 2-1, it's a good lift. Platform 2, Mira Stecker, 40 kilos on the bar for her final attempt. Unfortunately, it's just not going to go for Mira. Still walks away with 37.5 kilos, meaning she did all that she could on the day with only taking the minimum 2.5 kilo jump. Platform 1, Bree Akari, 55 kilos for her second attempt. Moves slow, not an all-out grinder. I would imagine them only taking a 2.5 kilo jump there. But although when you're in equipment, you never know. Platform 2, Isabel Jones, our guest lifter of the session. 42.5 kilos on the bar for her. Really has got a long way to go down with those longer arms. No question on the elbow depth there. Oh. Bit of a fight, isn't able to fight through it, still walks away with 40 kilos. Platform 1, Lauren Jansen, our favorite in the 57 kilo class, taking a 5 kilo jump to 65 kilos. Big fight there on Platform 1. Unfortunately, she's not going to be able to fight through that. And it's really unfortunate to see that a miss on your second attempt, especially since she is in the raw division. It's going to be very hard to come back from that, but I've seen miracles happen. It's going to be very difficult, though. Platform 2, Taylor Lemminger, 47.5 kilos. Wow, really solid third attempt there. 3 white lights, it's a good lift. Platform 1, Caroline Lagarde, taking the minimum 2.5 kilo jump to 67.5. Platform 2, Izzy retaking 52.5 kilos. She got yellow cards, I wasn't exactly sure what it was for. Caroline, that looked like a really good second attempt on one. Through 3 white lights. Fights through that sticking point. Gotta wait to see what the judges say on that. I don't think I saw any up down. Unfortunately, the judges did She got a blue card for up-down motion and then the yellow card for some sort of technical failure, like her foot lifting off the ground or her butt. Platform 1, Kaylee Navas. 70 kilos on the bar, taking the minimum 2.5 kilo jump. Kaylee currently forecasted in 3rd place in the 52 kilo equipped class. Riley on platform 2, 52.5 kilos. Big fight there on platform 1 from Kaylee. That's a good lift, 2-1. Platform 2, unfortunately, that's going to be no lift for Riley. Still walks away with 50 kilos. Platform 1, again, we are seeing that battle kind of unfold as Caroline hit her 2nd attempt. Adeline going to be looking to do the same with 70 kilos. Currently, they are forecasted only 2.5 kilos apart. Really neck and neck here in the 52 kilo equipped division. Oh yeah, moved fairly well for Adeline too, for her 2nd attempt. 3 white lights, good lift. Platform 2, Madeline Fusilier, 57.5 kilos. Wow, fights through that sticking point. Not sure what the judges are gonna say. Let's gonna wait to see. 2-1, it's a good lift. That is one of those calls that is very borderline, and if the judges are not 100% sure about a call, then they are supposed to give the benefit of the doubt to the lifter and give that white light. Platform 1, Abigail Kovac, repeating 32.5 kilos. Missed this on her 2nd attempt. Gonna try to get redemption here. Super long range of motion. No question on elbow depth. Wow, that right elbow comes in, but I think she's done it unless her butt or her foot lifted up. See what they say. 2-1, it's a good lift. Picks up those extra 5 kilos. Platform 2, Camille Crutcher, 60 kilos on the bar for her final bench attempt. Well over body weight bench as she's in the 47 kilo class. Platform 1, Mallory Knott, 40 kilos. Oh, wow, that is a really good attempt for Camille on platform 2. Oh, platform 1, they said no lift. I think she tried to press it up, but it just wasn't getting off her chest. Platform 2, Caitlin Billiot gets set up with her final attempt at 62.5 kilos in the 47 kilo equipped class. I don't think that's gonna go even if she locks it out. I think there was some downward motion there, unfortunately enough. Yeah, there it is. It was a close call though. She got one white light. Platform 1, Kaylee Ryan, jumping 42.5 kilos. Fast off the chest with that close grip. Still fighting, and it's not gonna go. It started to go down. Unfortunately, on platform 2, that's going to be a no lift from Claire Maley. Platform 1, Madeline Keller, 55 kilos on the bar for her. Madeline really fighting with the bench shirt to get that weight down. Gets that press command. Oh, good catch from the spotters there before it went towards her face. Or before it hit her face, at least. That's why we have face savers. Platform 2, Eleanor Lake, 70 kilos on the bar for her. Wow, fights through that sticking point well. See what the judges say. 3 white lights, good lift. Platform 1, Isabella Bilyeu, our favorite in the 52 kilo class. 55 kilos on the bar for her over body weight. Wow, big grind there from Isabella. Looked like a really solid 3rd attempt there. On platform 2, unfortunately, that's a no lift for Cameron. Platform 1, fortunately, that is a good lift for Isabella. Really building strong momentum. She is the favorite in the 52 kilo class, but not by a super large spread. If she starts to slip up, then Janalia could take her place. Brooke Nagel, 63 kilo high schooler, attempting to bench 100 kilos. This is some insane weight here. Let's see her do it. Wow, and it was very, very easy, actually. Great job from Brooke Nagel, going 3 for 3 in the bench press. Really, really making a strong campaign to get on Team USA. And we're gonna roll straight into Flight B on platform 2. Platform 1, we are waiting on Madeline Keller, but I don't think she's going to be coming out. I think she's going to be timing out her attempt. Platform 2, Valentina Zizzo getting us started with 55 kilos. Strong opener there from Valentina. Good lift. Platform 2, Lillian Junel getting set up with her opener at 55 kilos. Platform 1, Bree Akari, 57.5 kilos for her final attempt. Good opener on 2. Big fight there on 1 from Bree. Locks it out. Want to see what the judges say on that. Unfortunately, that's going to be no lift. 2-1. Gets blue cards for up and down motion. Coach there is asking what the call was for. It is a conversation you want to have if you want to approach the jury on that or not. If it's a blatantly obvious call, then probably not. But if it's very close, I would definitely be an advocate for your lifter and approach the jury if you get 1 white light. Platform 2, Ali opening up with 57.5 kilos. 3 white lights. Platform 1, Janalea, trying to end off with 60 kilos. Trying to really stay in the hunt there for the title against Isabella. It would be a big ask, but she would need these extra kilos to stay in that hunt. Unfortunately, that's going to be too much for Janalea. Still ends off with 55 kilos. Platform 2, Gabriella starting off her benches with 57.5 kilos. Wow, very easy opener from Gabriella. Love to see it. Platform 1, Isabel Gazdecki, 60 kilos for her final attempt. Oh, okay. I think the spotters are going to catch that, yeah. Oh. Okay, not exactly sure what happened there. I mean, she tried to bring it down and perhaps the spotters accidentally grabbed it on the way down. It did look a bit shaky. She might be getting a relift there, which would go at the end of the flight. Platform 2, Kara McFarland, unfortunately was not able to post up a squat, but is still coming out for bench, and I'd like to see that. 60 kilos for her opening attempt. Good lift. Platform 2, Emery Blackwell, 62.5 kilos on the bar for her opening attempt. Just working out some technical issues on Platform 1. Platform 2, Kylie Kulis, 67.5 on the bar for her opener. Kylie with that slow descent down, trying to hit that chest point. Brings it back up. Should be a good lift. Platform 1, Lauren Jansen, 65 kilos, trying to retake that, add those 5 kilos to her total. That is a good lift. 3 white lights. Again, Lauren forecasted well ahead in the 57 kilo class. Platform 2, Abby Cubido, 67.5 kilos for her opening attempt. Platform 1, Caroline Lagarde, 70 kilos for her final attempt. And on Platform 1, that was a good lift for Caroline. Platform 2 looked like a good lift for Uma with 67.5. Uma, one of our lifters, kind of in the hunt for a podium place in the 63 kilo equipped class. platform 1, Kaylee, trying to finish off the day with a 72.5 kilo bench press. Currently forecasted in 3rd place in the 52 kilo equip class. Fighting through it. I don't think it's gonna go. It's not for Kaylee. Still ends with 70 kilos. Platform 2, unfortunately, that is going to be a no lift. That was for Hannah. I actually was watching platform 1, so I missed what that was on. It looked like it might have been just a strength issue. She's electing to repeat that weight. And I especially agree with repeating that weight, especially since she's kind of in the battle for a podium place. Platform 1, Adeline, 72.5 kilos. In the fight with Caroline Lagarde. Every kilo is going to count here. Can she pick up 2.5 kilos? I think she can. 3 white lights. And that puts Caroline and Adeline in the equipped 52 class. Literally, if they do not change their openers, they will be at the exact same total. It's going to come down to the last deadlift. You're not going to want to miss that. Platform 2, Abby Kelly got a good lift with 75 kilos for her opener. And now we jump up to 85 kilos for Eva Polini, the NAPF sub-junior champion, trying to make her campaign to get on the national team, opening up with 85 kilos. Platform 1, Isabel Gazdecki. I believe she did end up getting a relift on this. I think it looked a little bit shaky on the way down. I think that's why the spotters grabbed it, trying to keep her safe. She's gonna get a relift here. Unfortunately, that's going to be a no lift for Isabel. Platform 2, little slow towards the top for Eva, but that is not too worrying, especially in equipment. 3 white lights for her opening attempt. On platform 1, we're going to roll straight into flight B with Lila Stecker, 32.5 kilos. Platform 1, Lila Stecker, getting started with 32.5 kilos. Platform 2, Valentina Zizzo, jumping up to 60 kilos on her 2nd attempt. Good lift on platform 1. Platform 2, bit of a fight there from Valentina. Good lift there. Platform 1, Jaden Clapsaddle gets started with 35 kilos. Super easy opener, exactly what you want. Lillian on platform 2 has to put in a fight, but unfortunately does not win that fight with 60 kilos. Possibly going to try to come back and hit that on her 3rd attempt. Emma Wheeler, platform 1, 35 kilos for her opening attempt. A little bit tough for an opener, but she gets it up. 3 white lights. Fortunately on platform 2, that's going to be no lift for Kara McFarland. It is a bit of a conversation that she's going to have. I mean, she's not going to be able to register a total, unfortunately. So it is a bit of a conversation of, on the one hand, you've got nothing to lose. Just come out and retake that. On the other hand, you may just want to, I don't know, not risk injury. Just come out and try to go 3 for 3 in the deadlifts. We'll see what she does. Platform 2, that was a good lift with 62.5 for Ali. Platform 1, that was a good lift with 45 kilos for Janika. Brianna Crocker on platform 1, coming out to 45 kilos for her opening attempt. Gabriella Jackson on platform 2 had a super, super fast opener, opted to jump 5 kilos to 62.5. Both platforms get their start command. Now Gabriella, that move, again, super easy for her second. Platform 1, Brianna gets her opening attempt. Platform 1, Sophia Grace Thompson gets 45 kilos for her opening attempt. Platform 2, Emery Blackwell jumping 5 kilos to 67.5. Bit of work at the top, kind of what you expect. I mean, when you see these equipped lifters with that bench shirt, not sure if I talked about it yet in this session, but I mean, they're literally fighting to get that weight down. That kind of stretch reflex or the extra help from the bench shirt is going to come out mostly in the bottom off their chest, so you'll often see them get super fast, and then the bench shirt is not going to help as much towards the top, so they really have to put in work to lock it out. Platform 1, Lena, 50 kilos for her opening attempt. Platform 2, Hannah Seehafer, having to repeat 70 kilos. Missed this on her opener. Let's see if she can get it. Come on. Fights through it. Let's see what the judges say. I personally thought it looked good. 2 white lights. It's a good lift. And that is really critical for Hannah to get that. I mean, 1, to not face bombing out, and 2, because she is in the hunt for a podium position in the equipped 63 kilo class. And of course, she's not going to be in the hunt if she's not able to post a total, but she is on the board. Energy is high here in New Orleans, Louisiana, with all of these teams cheering their lifters on. Kylie Kulis jumping 5 kilos to 72.5. And of course, she's going to have a lot of support. She's from Germantown High School. Platform 1, Kinsey Tucker, 52.5 kilos for her opening attempt. Move well on platform 2. You really did see that super slow descent, trying to fight against the bench shirt. Once she got that press command, it shot off her chest, and she was able to lock it out. Platform 1, that was also a good lift for Kinsey Tucker with 52.5. Abby on platform 2, jumping 5 kilos to 72.5. I mean, right now she's projected in 6th place. Really could be looking at a top 5 spot, depending how everything shakes out. Platform 1, Milana, 52.5 for her opening attempt. Another one of our lifters who could be fighting for a top 5 spot. look good to me. 3 white lights. Not a super, super fast opener, but she got it up regardless and gets 3 white lights. Platform 2, Uma Abakarova, 72.5 kilos for her second attempt. Has that really close grip there, but it doesn't matter. Coming out of Hershey High School, gets 3 white lights. Another one of our lifters, I mean, currently she's projected at 5th place, projected at a 345 kilo total. A bit behind Abby Kelly, currently projected in 3rd, but Abby could slip up and that could open the door for Uma. We'll have to see right here, right now, as Abby is going to come out with 80 kilos on 2. On platform 1, Lily Alonso, 55 kilos for her opening attempt. Lily, currently projected 3rd place in the class, has lifters going to be trying to catch up to her like Eliana, Lena. Lily has got to make her lifts in order to keep that position. Pretty solid opener for Lily. Abby on platform 2, really fighting to get that weight down. Fast off the chest, but then she hits the sticking point. And she's not going to be able to fight through that. Loses those pivotal 5 kilos there. And again, we'll have to see if she gets it on the 3rd, but that could swing the door open for lifters like Uma and Kylie to take that bronze medal position. Platform 1, Shelby Fisher, 55 kilos for her opening attempt. Went 2 for 3 in the squats, going to be trying to go 3 for 3 in the bench. Should be a good lift on 1. And it is. Eva Polini, 95 kilos. Big 10-kilo jump here for Eva, projected well ahead in the class. Wow, and she fights. I almost thought she lost it off the chest. See what the judges say. I think it should be good. 2 to 1, it's a good lift. Got 1 blue card for up and down motion. But hey, that's kind of the risk you take with those big jumps, especially in the bench press. 10 kilos, that's a fairly big jump, but she's able to walk away, adding those 10 kilos to her total. Platform 1, Eliana, 57.5 for her opening attempt. Moves pretty well, like an opener should. 3 white lights. Platform 1, Amelie opening up with 75 kilos in that battle of the 57-kilo ladies against Lila Cooper. Lillian, platform 2, missed 60 kilos on her second attempt, trying to come back and hit it. Really fast off the chest, has to fight through the lockout. Should be a good lift unless some sort of technical mistake. 2 to 1, that's a good lift. Amelie hit 75 kilos very well on platform 1, starting off the bench press strong. Platform 2, Kara McFarland, missed 62.5, going to come out and try that again on her 3rd. And platform 1, Lila Cooper, in that battle there, 77.5 kilos for opening attempt. Fortunately on 2, that's going to be a no lift for Kara. Hopefully she can go 3 for 3 in deadlifts. Slow descent for Lila Cooper. Oh. Something happened there at the chest. I mean, again, with these equipped lifters, you've got to be so technically sound with the equipment, and it's very, very difficult. I think she just lost that tension there at the bottom. I imagine they're just going to repeat that attempt. Platform 2, Valentina Zizzo, 62.5 for her final attempt. Trying to go 3 for 3, actually 6 for 6 on the day if she gets this. Still fighting with it. Just not gonna go. Hopefully I did not enact the commentator's curse. Misses that attempt, but she did get 60 kilos. Platform 1, Lila Stecker, 35 kilos. Opted to jump up just the 2.5 minimum that you can. For Lila, unfortunately, that's going to be no lift on 1. Looked like just like a strength issue. Possibly could come back and hit that on her 3rd attempt. With platform 2, Ali, 65 kilos, trying to end off bench strong. Wow, and strong, she does end it off. That looked very, very well. 65 kilos, 3 for 3 on the day. Platform 1, Jaden clap saddle, 40 kilos, 5 kilo jump here. Super fast descent. Unfortunately, I don't think she's going to be able to get that. Okay, she locks it out. See what the judges say. I did see that up, down. I don't think it's going to count. Yep, all 3 judges saw that as well. Platform 1, Emma Wheeler, 40 kilos. Platform 2, Gabriella Jackson, 67.5 kilos. Wow, Gabriella really has to fight with that weight after a really easy 2nd attempt. That just kind of shows how in the bench press, the wall can come very, very fast. But she gets it nonetheless, 3 for 3. Really great lifting from Gabriella. Platform 1, Janika Walker, taking a 5 kilo jump to 50 kilos for her 2nd attempt. Platform 2, Emery Blackwell, also taking a 5 kilo jump into her 3rd attempt at 72.5 kilos. See Janika hit this on 1. Very long range of motion there. Fights through that sticking point, locks it out. Similar story on 2. Emery fights through that sticking point. 3 white lights on 1. 2 to 1 on 2. Good lift on both platforms. Brianna Crocker on 1, taking a 5 kilo jump to 50 kilos. Hannah Hafer on 2, avoiding disaster, repeated her opener, was able to get it, jumping up 5 kilos now to 75. Hannah really, again, I keep repeating this, but it is so important to note that she is in the hunt for a podium position. Eva, of course, is going to be ahead in the class, but it's still nothing to sneeze at to get a 2nd or 3rd place medal at high school nationals. Hannah fights through the sticking point. Brianna, unfortunately, I don't think is going to be able to. 3 white lights on 2 and no lift on 1. Platform 1, Sophia Grace Thompson, taking a 5 kilo jump to 50 kilos. Wow, really good 3rd attempt from Uma on 2, 75 kilos. Platform 1, unfortunately, that's going to be a no lift for Sophia. And Uma on 2, she didn't have the best squat day, only walking away with 150 kilos after having to repeat her opener. But now she's gone 3 for 3 in the bench. And that's what I love to see. If you start off shaky in the squat event, I love to see these lifters, and it's very, very difficult, especially as a high school lifter. I love to see them just shake it off, Don't think about what just happened. Think about the future. Go forward. Try to make all your lifts going forward in order to maximize the total that you can hit. I mean, you can't change what happened in the past, and it's very, very difficult to compartmentalize and just simply think of moving forward. But I think Uma did that perfectly there. Platform 1, Lena, taking a 5 kilo jump to 55 kilos. Platform 2, Kylie, 5 kilo jump to 77.5. Lena, it's a bit of a fight on her second attempt. Can she lock it out? And she does. Another fight on platform 2. Oh, unfortunately on 1, that's going to be a no lift. Yellow cards, likely for her butt or foot lifting. Platform 2, unfortunately, that's going to be a no lift due to strength. Platform 1, Milana, taking a 2.5 kilo jump to 55 kilos. I think that was the appropriate move. It was slow off the chest, but she's able to stick with it. 3 white lights. Oh, platform 2, I don't think that's going to be a good lift. She almost locks it up, but then it starts to get unlocked, starts to go towards the rack. That's going to be a no lift. Platform 1, Kinsey Tucker, 60 kilos on the bar for her second attempt. Platform 2, Abby Kelly, lots of support here from the Germantown crowd. Missed her second attempt with 80 kilos, looking to repeat that. I believe it just looked like a strength issue. Hopefully it was some sort of technical mishap that she can correct. And it's going to be very important for her to make this, adding 5 kilos to her total. In the hunt for a podium place still. Wow, I almost thought it went down. I almost thought she was going to be able to fight through it with how fast that went off the chest. She just walks away with her opener at 75 kilos. Kinsey Tucker might face the same fate. Missed her second attempt. Still has got her opener on the board. Platform 2, Eva Polini, 100 kilos. Big milestone here. Wow, and a big fight from Eva. Locks it out. See what the judges say on that. 2-1. It's a good lift for Eva. 3 for 3 in the bench after only going 1 for 3 in the squat. And yeah, she's forecasted well ahead. And that is just really good momentum going into deadlifts. On platform 1, that did end up being a good lift for Shelby Fisher. And now we're moving on to Eliana, taking a 5 kilo jump to 62.5 kilos for her second attempt. On platform 2, we're actually going to have a relift with 62.5 kilos. Platform 1, we're having a bit of technical issues, but that is going to be a no lift. We will try to keep you updated on what is going on. Oh, I think it is back. Okay, I think we're good. Platform 2, Valentina fighting her way with 62.5 kilos. 2-1, it's a good lift for Valentina. Ends the day 3 for 3. And especially that's a big win after having to get a relift. Platform 1, that's going to be Lily Alonso with 62.5 kilos, taking a 7.5 kilo jump. And on platform 2, that is going to wrap up our action of session 2 in the bench press. But do not go anywhere. There is more action to come. We are going to take a short 10-minute break before coming back to the deadlifts. And deadlifts, that's where the fun really begins. That's where people are jockeying around for positioning. That is where totals are going to be solidified. It's going to be a good time. Don't go away. See you in 10. And on platform 2, we are back at the 2024 Powerlifting America High School National Championships here in beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. Going to get started right now with Isabel Jones opening up with 80 kilos. We are on to the final event of the day in session 2. Of course, we've got SBD in the back that demonstrates what lifts are in powerlifting, squat, bench, and deadlift. So deadlift is the final event of the day where these lifters solidify their total and their positioning. Platform 1, Kinsey Tucker, not going to be able to fight through with 60 kilos, walks away with her opener. Again, she's still on the board, not going to risk bombing out. You could still salvage the day. Even if you walk away with just your opener, you could go 3 for 3 in the deadlifts, end off strong. And that's what I recommend to all lifters. It's very, very difficult to do, especially if you are the type of lifter to get in your head a lot. I have a lot of experience with that. But that's just the advice I would give if you were coaching a lifter. You've got to just move on to deadlifts, try to go 3 for 3. Eliana, again, retaking her second attempt, 62.5 kilos. Wow, and that moved good. 3 white lights, redemption in the bench press for Eliana. Platform 2, that was a good lift for Taylor with 87.5 kilos. Yeah, and it's always really exciting to see when lifters miss an attempt. They really have to dig deep, prepare mentally to come back and hit it. And Lily hoping to take some inspiration there. Miss 62.5, coming back, trying to hit it on her third. Platform 2, that was a good lift for Mira with her opening attempt at 87.5. Lily, unfortunately, not going to be able to fight through that. Walks away with her opening attempt at 55 kilos. Platform 2, Izzy opening up with 90 kilos. And all of these lifters, if they have hit at least 1 squat and 1 bench, when they make their opening attempts, they are solidifying their total in the meet, not risking bombing out from there. I believe we've only had 1 lifter bomb out thus far in this session. Shelby Fisher, platform 1, 62.5 kilos. Trying to go 3 for 3 here. Oh, hit the rack, but she still fights through it. Now, hitting the rack, it's dicey. Okay, 2 to 1, it's a good lift. Now, lifters, of course, that happens where they hit the rack. As long as the bar did not go down in its entirety, then that can still count as a good lift. And I believe that's what happened there with Shelby Fisher. Great job. Way to go 3 for 3 when, I mean, of course, if you're looking at lifting cast, 3 for 3 is kind of rare on this platform in this flight when there's lots and lots of missed bench attempts. Platform 2, that was a good lift for Madeline. Platform 1, Lila Cooper in the hunt for the title. Needs these extra 5 kilos. 77.5 kilos. She had to repeat, was forced to. Now only jumping 5 kilos. See how she moves this. A little bit of a delayed start command there. Lila really bringing that down slow. Come on, Lila. Yep, that was a really good call from the coaching staff. Personally, I might have just gone 2.5, but she picks up that extra 5 kilos there. Really way to come back from that missed opening attempt, and she is super happy with that, as she should be. But now her direct competitor, Amelie, trying to take the exact same weight, 82.5 kilos. And I mean, the placings are not decided in the bench press, but in a way they could be. If you miss your 3rd attempt bench press, even if it's just 2.5 kilos, that's 2.5 kilos that you have to deadlift more at the end of the day. That could be it for your deadlifts. It could really come down to the wire like that when you're in a tight battle. platform 2, Camille. All right, Amelie, that moved pretty well for her third attempt. 3 white lights. Platform 2, unfortunately, that was a no lift for Camille. She got blue cards. And on platform 1, that is going to be it for our coverage of the bench press event for session 2, day 2 of Powerlifting America High School Nationals. Do not go anywhere, or in fact, you could tune into platform 2 right now where the deadlifts have already started. On platform 1, we are going to take a 10-minute break before returning to the action in the final event of the deadlifts. Stick around. We'll see you then. Platform 2, Jayla Johnson securing her total with this opener, 125 kilos. Moved as an opener should. 3 white lights, it's a good lift. Eleanor Lake opening up with 127.5 kilos. Looked easy. Again, exactly how an opener should move. Super easy, just getting on the board, not risking any weird situation where it's too hard. Cameron DeLapp, 127.5 kilos for her opening attempt. A little bit shaky at the top, but 2 to 1, it's a good lift. Solidifies her total. Claire Maley going to be opening up with 130 kilos. Looked like a good lift to me. 3 white lights, and it is. And Brooke Nagel coming out to 160 kilos for her opening attempt. This is going to give her a outstanding 415 kilo total on her opener. Yeah, moved pretty good. 3 white lights, it's a good lift for Brooke. Pretty much locking up the national championship right there. Really just going to be trying to further her total as much as possible, making her campaign for the national team. As a reminder, the national team selection on both the NAPF and the Sub-Junior Worlds team are going to be decided based on a couple of different qualifying meets. This meet being one of them, where they're going to take the top 9 lifters based on good lift points, and as long as they won their class, they're going to look at the rankings, see who comes out on top in that top 9. If they won their class, they're going to be on the national team. Isabel Jones, we are back to the top of the order, 92.5 kilos. Took a relatively big jump, 12.5, handled it well. We are back and on the platform 2. Cameron DeLapp fights it up with 135 kilos for her second attempt. 2-1, it's a good lift. Cameron kind of in a little bit of a battle for podium position in the 63 kilo class. Claire Maley gonna come up next, 137.5 for her second attempt. Again, bit sticky at the lockout, but she finds her way. Excuse me. 3 white lights, good lift. And Eleanor Lake taking a pretty sizable jump, 15 kilos. Not unheard of in the deadlifts. That is typically where you're going to see the biggest jumps. She is going to she's currently in 3rd place. Cameron's in 2nd in the 63 kilo raw division. Eleanor Lake trying to make this big jump to hit a 335 kilo total, whereas Cameron currently sits at 342.5. Really in the hunt to try to hit that 2nd place. Oh, and it's a bit tough. I don't know how much left she has left in the tank. 2-1, it's a good lift. Gets that red card, which on deadlifts is going to indicate soft lockout, either in the shoulders or the knees. Brooke Nagel taking a 5 kilo jump to 165 kilos. Already pretty much locked up the championship, barring some miracle happens, trying to hit a 420 kilo total with his second attempt. That looks solid. I think she's gonna jump another 5 kilos. 3 white lights, that's a good lift. Okay, hold up. Wait, test?
Test.
Okay, cool. I'll do the intro and then we'll introduce you, whatever.
Cool.
I missed 3 of their deadlifts, whatever. Okay.
Who?
All right, and on platform 2, Izzy ending off the day with a 102.5 kilo deadlift. Unfortunately, that's going to be no lift. She gets blue cards, likely for supporting on the thighs. And I am joined in the booth by the one, the only, Natalie Richards. How are you?
Howdy. It's good to be in Louisiana.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
I have an athlete in session 3.
Oh,
so
awesome.
I'm going to be coaching later today and then join some lifters this afternoon.
Awesome. Really excited to have you join me here as Mira Stecker taking a 10 kilo jump to 105 kilos. Trying to end off the day 3 for 3 in the deadlifts. Looks solid for a 3rd attempt.
Looks solid, and she is happy with it. Yeah, these lifters have been going all day. Tons of lifts, tons of platforms going. It's a big event. Everyone's definitely out here doing their best.
Yeah, I mean, for a lot of lifters, this could be their first time on the national stage. Taylor getting set up. She's got 107.5 on the bar. And on platform 1, sorry for the technical difficulties, but we are back at the 2024 Powerlifting America High School Nationals. We are back in time for the action on deadlifts. Finishing off the day, this is where people are going to be jockeying around for position. It's really a fun time, and I am joined in the booth by the one, the only Natalie Richards, here to coach during session 3, but taking time out of her day to come help commentate during the last bit of session 2.
For sure. Can't miss any of the good lifts going on today. It's been a really, really great week so far. Going to continue after this into session 3 tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time during session 3. We're going to see great lifting. I mean, we see great lifting go on all day. That's going to continue into session 3 with some big names like, hey, have you heard of Elliot Sykes? He's going to put on a big performance among other lifters. And on platform 1, we've got Isabel taking her opener with 107.5. Platform 2, Madeline taking her final attempt with 115. Very easy on one.
Struggling, but she's getting it up.
Big fight there for her.
And the crowd is definitely with her too. You can hear them cheering, and it's good, 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, the crowd at these events, especially at an event like High School Nationals where there's these big teams coming out, it's really just a good time all around to see these teams cheering each other on.
For sure. It's a different atmosphere, too. You have a little bit more team. Like, it's an individual sport, but the team atmosphere is just really, really great at these high school events.
Platform 1, Kaylee getting set up with her opener, 112.5 kilos. A little shaky at the top, but still solid.
Riley hitting her third attempt at 120, and the lift is good.
Yeah, platform 2 has been flying. We are already well into third attempts of flight A. Right after those finish, we're going to roll right into flight B. On platform 1, we are at first attempt still of flight A. Abigail going to get started with 115 kilos. Camille coming out on platform 2, having missed her opener, got those blue cards, likely for supporting on the thighs or some sort of up and down motion. Repeated that on her second attempt, now jumping 10 kilos to her final attempt.
Final attempt is moving.
I think she's got that locked out.
I think she does as well. A good call.
3 white lights. Platform 1, Abigail stands up with her opener, 115. Look pretty smooth. Kind of what you expect from an opener. Super easy. You don't want to risk anything by opening too heavy. And on platform 2, Jayla Johnson already walking away, your national champion in the equipped 47 kilo class, just trying to add that extra 5 kilos to her total here. Really a strong performance from her all day.
Could be just a touch too heavy, but she still ended with 135 kilos, which is just shy of 300 pounds, which is pretty darn impressive.
Yeah, for a 47 kilo lifter.
Team lifter, that's awesome.
And she squatted 140 kilos. Amazing. And yep, Jayla Johnson ends off your equipped varsity 47 kilo high school national champion. Really great job from her. Platform 1, that was a good lift from Lauren with her opener at 130 kilos.
That's a good fight from Cameron, but just a hair too much on the day.
Yeah, I mean, she really had to stay patient at the bottom there. I commend her for that. Cameron currently in second place. Eleanor Lake is actually, could be trying to pull into that positioning. On platform 1, that was a good lift from Adeline.
And this is where really the rankings kind of shake up these second and third deadlifts. So people start missing, people move up, attempt selection changes. It's really, really fun to watch.
Yeah, speaking of big battles, on platform 1, we see that developing between Adeline, who just went, and Caroline, who is going now with 135 kilos. With this opener, they're going to be only have a 2.5 kilo spread between them.
Talk about a good close battle.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see, even at these high school level meets where typically in the past years, there's been a runaway favorite in every class. You're seeing more and more battles, and it just shows how much the sport is growing. Platform 2, that was a good lift from Claire to end off her day, 3 for 3, with that big milestone, 314-pound, 142.5 kilo deadlift.
Eleanor is looking to add 5 kilos to her total here. She got 142.5 on her second.
So she has elected not to try to pull for Cameron's silver medal. To be honest, her second attempt was a bit slow. She's going to have to grind through this. And that is why she didn't go for that silver medal. They had that conversation, said, hey, we could go for it, but maybe it's just a little too much. She ends the day in 3rd place. And on platform 1, Mallory, 70 kilos for her second attempt. Bit sticky at lockout, but she fights through it. 3 white lights. And now on platform 2, we have really a star in the 63 kilo varsity class, Brooke Nagel, already locked up that national championship. Really trying to make a campaign to get on the USA team for Sub-Junior Worlds. 170 kilos for her final attempt. Wow, and it was really, that was a good call from the coaching staff.
What a great day. 3 for 3 on deadlift. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, she ends the day 8 for 9, 425 kilo total as a 63 kilo sub-junior lifter. Really amazing lifting from Brooke. She is your raw varsity 63 kilo high school national champion. We are going to find out after H Nationals if she makes it on the national team. Wow, big fight there at lockout for Kaylee.
She holds it. Let's see what the judges say. 2-1. Good.
That's all you need. And on platform 2, we are going to roll straight into flight B. It's going to be our final flight of deadlifts in session 2. But we have another session after this. Do not go anywhere. That is going to start at 5:30 p.m. local time. Jana Lea, platform 1, took a 10 kilo jump to 95 kilos. 3 white lights, that's a good lift. Platform 2, Gabriella, hits her opening attempt with 92.5, pretty smooth there. Platform 2, Emery Blackwell, going to be opening up with 100 kilos. Platform 1, Madeline Keller, lots of support from the crowd, taking a 5 kilo jump to 102.5. 3 white lights on 2, good lift. And Madeline, of course, she's from Germantown High School.
I was about to say, huge crowd support here.
Yeah, they've been having lots of crowd support for the lifters throughout the entire weekend. Really awesome to see. Madeline, bit of a fight there on her second attempt, but she gets it up, 3 white lights. Platform 2, Ali, 107.5 for her opener. Oh,
Just a teeny bit off balance, I'd say. It moved great, but I think her foot just slipped a little bit. Started to go backwards there.
yeah, and that typically happens more often when you see these lifters pulling sumo stance, where their legs are a little wider out. It happens there at the top when you just lose your balance. I would probably just repeat that on her second attempt to get on the board.
Yep.
Bree on 105 kilos. Relatively big jump, 12.5 kilos. She handled it well.
Yeah.
3 white lights.
Yep, easy. We have Isabella retaking her opener at 107.5.
Not exactly sure why she missed that. And Isabella, I mean, she's been the favorite all day in the 52 kilo class. So I like this call to just repeat it, get on the board. Oh, and actually Jana Lea could be catching up to her, given that she had to repeat this opener, falling back a little bit. Oh, and that moved like an opener should.
I'm wondering if she just accidentally took a step or something on that
I think that's what it might have happened. Platform 2, Valentina hits her opening attempt with 112.5. On platform 1, a bit of a delay there, but that should be a good lift. There it is. Good lift for Isabella.
Perfect.
Platform 2, bars loaded for Lillian, taking 115 for her opening attempt. Platform
and the
1.
crowd is back.
Guess where she's from? Germantown High School.
Yep.
Taking a 10-kilo jump to 117.5. Move decent.
Yeah.
Move like a second attempt should.
Move nice control. Lillian, her opener is good with 115.
Kaylee's going to be coming out next on platform 1, taking a 5-kilo jump to 117.5. Really slotted in that third place position in the class, but it's going to have to make her lift so that she doesn't swing the door open for someone to take that. Platform 2, Uma, 122.5 in the hunt for a podium placing. And that moves super easy for
That was
her opener.
super quick, yeah.
Yeah, it
I'm
looked like a
expecting a
warm-up.
bigger jump for second attempts,
Yeah,
right?
I agree. Kaylee bit sticky at lockout, but she fights through. Waiting on those lights
A
there.
little bit of a delay on that platform. 3 right lights lift is good.
Abigail on 2, gonna come out to 125 kilos. Could be looking at a top 5 position. Just have to see how the rest of the deadlifts shake up.
A little bit sticky.
Unfortunately, that is gonna be no lift for Abby. Hopefully she can get that on her second attempt.
It almost looked like she was a little bit off balance and fell forwards, but
Yeah, I
strength not an issue.
Yeah, I think maybe the bar could have been a little bit too far forward at the start. Not sure there. Platform 1, Abigail. Ooh. Good thing she dropped that. Not going to risk any injury.
Nope. The second your feet start moving,
Just drop it.
drop
Yeah,
it.
don't try to hold on.
Don't try to fight it.
Because in powerlifting, with the deadlifts, you've got to keep your feet planted on the floor. If you take a step back or forward, it shows that you don't have complete control over the weight, and that's going to be a no lift. Platform 1, Adeline, 137.5 for her second attempt.
Looks good to me. 137.5. 3 white lights. Crowd's going crazy. Guess where lifter's from?
Probably Germantown. Yep, she is.
Yep. Kylie opening 132.5. Just under 300 pounds. Nice and easy.
Three white lights. It's a good lift.
Looks like we're waiting for Lauren to come out for her second attempt. She approaches the bar now for 140 kilos.
Yeah, and Lauren pretty much locked up that national championship win with her opener in the 57-kilo class, looking to just add more kilos to her performance. And on 2, that was a good lift for Hannah, starting off strong. 2 white lights. Gets 1 red card for lockout.
I'm assuming, yeah.
3 white lights on 1. And now Eva Polini, far ahead in the 63-kilo equipped class, really trying to make a campaign to get on the national team. She's been at an international meet before, but has won NAPFs. Likely going to be trying to get on the sub-junior worlds team in Malta.
And with that opener, she pretty much secures very, very high placing to go ahead and lock that 63 up. Caroline going for a second attempt at 140 in the 52s.
Sticky at lockout.
Controlled. Looks like a good lift to me, and the refs are going to say 3 bright lights.
So with that attempt, Adeline in the equipped 52 class currently sits at 342.5. Caroline, who just went on one, sitting 5 kilos behind at 337.5. But I'm not sure how much left she had in the tank there.
It's always tricky. Sometimes the second moves slow and third will fly, and sometimes they just gas out, so we'll just have to see.
Yeah, especially when you have that pressure of knowing that, hey, this is it. This is the pulling for the win. It adds that bit of pressure, adds that bit of adrenaline. I'm sure you felt that before.
Once or twice.
Gabriella on 2. Tough lockout there, but still pretty smooth all the way through. 97.5, good lift for her.
Looks like Allie is going to go ahead and retake her opening attempt at 107.5. Just make sure that she gets on the board. You don't want to jump up to your second attempt if you miss your first. With the risk being it's too heavy and can't get it off the floor, you want to make sure you have a deadlift in there.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Especially since this is the last lift of the day. You don't want to risk going up in weight, potentially missing on strength, like you said, bombing out. I like this call. Just repeat it. Just get on the board.
And from her opener, it looked like it was just a technique issue, not a strength issue, and that moved great. Much, much better.
Yeah, watching her lift, I remember now. It was that lockout where she kind of lost balance. Platform 1, Kaylee Ryan, going to come out to 92.5 kilos. Platform 2, Emery Blackwell, 107.5 for her second attempt deadlift.
Making that 7.5 kilo jump smooth. Did she hold on to it before she dropped it? Yes. You do have to control the bar all the way down.
Yeah, if you end up getting excited at the top, dropping it because you're used to that in training, that's going to be big fat 3 red lights, no lift.
Got 92.5 for Kaylee. Thinking there might have been some up and down, just couldn't quite lock it out, but still only lost 2.5 from her second, so pretty darn good day.
Platform 2, Kara McFarland, taking just a 2.5 kilo jump to 112.5. I think that was a good call.
I was going to say, I think that was a good call too, because you don't want to overextend and
yeah, and
not
Kara,
be able, right?
Yeah, exactly. And Kara, unfortunately, bombed out on squats, so she's not going to be able to post a total. But I'm glad she still came out for bench and deadlift. Has made 2 deadlifts so far, trying to end off the day strong, and I commend her for that.
Absolutely. You're here to have fun. It's an experience either way, so just keep getting the lifts as you go.
Now, Jenna Leah taking a 5 kilo jump to 100 kilos. If she added on the extra 2.5, she'd be pulling for provisional first, but that is why they didn't add on the extra 2.5. Even 100 kilos was just a little bit too much.
Too much on the day. Then we got Lillian jumping 2.5.
Yeah, typically in deadlift, you're not going to see that minimum 2.5 kilo jump unless you know for sure.
Happens,
yeah. Sometimes you hit your opener, your second attempt, you're like, all right, we're taking the minimum. That was a bit difficult.
Which
it's important.
happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it happens.
which happens.
It's important to be honest with yourself.
That's why openers never matter. It's where can you end?
Exactly. Platform 1, Madeline Keller taking a 5 kilo jump to 107.5.
From Germantown, right?
I think someone's from Germantown here. It's Valentina on 2. Lots of crowd support for her 120 kilo second attempt.
Pushing it off the floor, looked very smooth. I think she got those extra 5 kilos.
Yeah, that was a really good call for her third attempt.
Awesome.
3 white lights. Who's your lifter? Bye, good luck. See you, thanks.
Is the coaching accreditation back that way? Is it where the national check in?
Do you know where the warm-up room is?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's like the room across from there. There's like registration.
Let's go back.
Yeah. Bye. Platform 2, Abby, having to repeat her opener. Unfortunately, that is a no lift again on her second attempt. Going to be facing a bomb out situation there. having to come back and hit it on her third attempt. Hopefully she can. The whole crowd's going to be behind her. No one wants to see a bomb out. Platform 1, Bree taking a 10-kilo jump to 115. Wow, big fight there at lockout. I think she's able to stick with it, lock it out. Ah, unfortunately, that's a no lift for Bree. Got blue card and a red card. So chief referee thought she wasn't locked out, and then she got blue card for possibly supporting on the thighs. Platform 2, Uma taking a 15-kilo jump to 137.5 in the hunt for a podium placing. This will pull her into third place for the time being, and unfortunately, it's no lift. And that's kind of the risk that you take with taking those bigger jumps. Speaking of bigger jumps, Isabella, platform 1, took a big jump here, 15 kilos, but it does not slow her down at all. 3 white lights, and with that, Isabella locks up the national championship. Isabella with a 265-kilo total is your raw varsity 52-kilo high school national champion. Great performance from her throughout the day. Platform 2, Abby Kelly, 10-kilo jump to 140. A little bit slow for a second, but it was smooth all the way through. 2 to 1, that's a good lift. Platform 1, Abigail Kovac, missed her second attempt, going to take a 5-kilo jump anyways. Platform 2, Kylie, 10-kilo jump to 142.5. Unfortunately on 1, that's going to be a no lift for Abigail. Wow, really big fight there on 2 from Kylie. Crowd is behind her, gets the down command. What do the judges say? 3 white lights, good lift for Kylie. Now that is her second attempt, not sure how much she has left on the tank, but whenever there's a grinder like that, I'm always very, very glad that the lifter hits that lift. Kaylee on platform 2, walking out to 127.5. Kaylee's in the 52-kilo equipped division, currently in third place, trying to defend that third place here. Now Isabel would have to take a big jump to overcome her. Now Eva Polini on platform 2 locks out 145 kilos, just adding to her likely winning performance. And on platform 1, unfortunately, that's a no lift for Kaylee. Still likely in stay in third place, barring if Isabel does not change her attempt right now. Yep, but she's not going to. Isabel is going to take a 10-kilo jump to 127.5. Germantown is behind her here, trying to add 10 kilos to her total. Oh, falls forward. I think she's okay. Still ends the day 2 for 3 with a 280-kilo total. Gabriella Jackson, platform 2, 100 kilos, taking the minimum 2.5-kilo jump. I think this is the right call. Her second attempt was a bit sticky, especially at the lockout. Again, a bit sticky at lockout for Gabriella. Finds her way through. 3 white lights, that's a good lift. Platform 1, Adeline, taking a 7.5-kilo jump to 145. She nods her head, locks it out. Really good call from the coaching staff there. 3 white lights, that's a good lift for Adeline. She was currently in the lead, gave her that extra 7.5 kilos. Now Caroline, coming up next, if she wants to pull for the win, she's gonna have to take a big jump, and yep, she has made the change. She is pulling for the win here. I told you guys at the beginning of the day, it was gonna come down to the last deadlift. Adeline, being the first puller, did all she could, really did all she could. I mean, that was a limit lift right there. Adeline went 8 for 9 on the day, 350-kilo total. Now Caroline going to try to jump 12.5 kilos to pull for the win here. On platform 2, unfortunately, it's going to be a no lift for Kara. Really exciting battles all around here at Powerlifting America High School Nationals. Allie on platform 2. Had to repeat her opener and now taking a 7.5 kilo jump. She handled that jump well too. Should be a good lift. Through white lights. Now Caroline, having to step off the platform, but I'm not exactly sure why. Not sure what's going on there. There could be some confusion with the, yep, there is some confusion with the order of lifting. So good thing they stopped her, because the order of lifting has to always be a rising bar, right? So when you make an attempt change, sometimes that order is going to change. On platform 2, that was a good lift for Emery. 115 kilos, ending off the day really well, 3 for 3. But yes, on platform 1, when you make an attempt change, lifting cast is going to sometimes mess with the order, because it always has to be a rising bar based on weight. So since Caroline jumped up to 152.5, now Lauren Jansen, and it just made the change there, is going to have to go first with her 147.5, because you cannot go from 145 to 152.5 back down to 147.5. Really good catch from the referees there. And on platform 2, Abby, unfortunately, is in a tough situation here. Back against the wall, needs this lift to stay in the meet and avoid the unfortunate bomb out situation. Hopefully she gets this. Crowd is going to be behind her. Come on, Abby, fight through. Lock it out. Oh, and I think she's done it. What are the judges going to say? 3 white lights. Abby Kibodo stays in the meet by the skin of her teeth. Great job there, keeping her composure. Lauren Jansen, unfortunately, that's going to be no lift for Lauren on 1. Yep, no lift for Lauren, but she does walk away your national champion with a 327.5 kilo total. Lauren Jansen is your 2024 Raw Varsity 57 kilo high school national champion. Great job, Lauren. Platform 2, great lifting from Valentina. Ends the day 3 for 3 with a 127.5 kilo deadlift. And she actually ended the day 9 for 9. Really great lifting from Valentina. Especially when, if you're watching all day like I am with these high school lifters, there's been a lot of misses throughout the day. The 9 for 9 is kind of that unicorn lift. All right, platform 1, here's the big pull for the win in the 52 kilo class. Can Caroline lock it out? Oh my gosh, it's still going. She is showing her heart, fighting for it. Nearly passes out. I think she's okay there. I think she's okay, just a bit lightheaded, really showing her heart there. She's going to end off the day in 2nd place in that class, while Adeline Lonnie with a 350 kilo total, ending off as your equipped varsity 52 kilo high school national champion. Great job lifting for Adeline, only missed 1 lift on the day. Platform 2, Uma retaking 137.5 for her final attempt. Currently in 5th place. It's going to pull her into 4th place for the time being. I don't think it's going to go. Unfortunately, that's going to be no lift for Uma. She's going to end the day in 5th place in the 63 kilo equipped class. Platform 1, we're going to roll straight into flight B. Platform 2, Kylie Kulis, lots of support from Germantown here. She is in 4th place, not going to be trying to pull for 3rd. Just taking the minimum 2.5 kilo jump. Jaden on platform 1 hits her opener with 67.5. Through white lights. And Kylie, that's going to be a no lift, but she's still all smiles. Ends off the day in 4th place with 350 kilo total. And now on platform 2, big fight here between 2nd and 3rd place. Abby Kelly currently sitting in 3rd place with a 365 kilo total. Trying to add 5 kilos to bump Hannah down. Trying to pull for silver here, but Hannah's going to be able to respond right after. Wow, really good call from the coaching staff there. 5 kilos goes for Abby Kelly. That puts her at a 370 kilo total. It is such a tight battle here as Hannah Seehafer currently sitting at 367.5 kilos. On platform 1, Lila hits her opener with 85 kilos. Now Hannah attempting to pull over Abby. She doesn't need this much weight, but they opted to pull after Abby, so she has to take this. Wow, really strong lockout there. See what the judges say. 2-1, that's a good lift. Hannah has pulled back into silver over Abby. Tight battle for the podium there, and it came down to the last deadlift. Great lifting on platform 2. Platform 1, that Janika hits her opening attempt at 87.5 kilos. Platform 2, we're going to end off session 2 on platform 2 with Eva Polini taking a 7.5 kilo jump to 152.5. Oh, tough lockout, but she finds her way. What are the judges going to say? 3 white lights. That is a great way to end the day for Eva Polini. Start off the day a little shaky in the squats, only getting her opener after retaking it, but didn't miss a lift since then. Ends off the day with a 415 kilo total. In the equipped varsity 63 class, Eva Polini is your national champion, national equipped varsity 63 kilo high school champion for Eva Polini. Great job from her. And on platform 2, that is going to be it for our coverage of session 2, day 2 at 2024 Powerlifting America High School National Championships. But do not go far, because session 3 is going to start at 5:30 local time in just about an hour and a half. You're not going to want to miss that. You're going to have some great names in there. Have you heard of Elliot Sykes? He's going to put up a phenomenal total, as well as other lifters in the 74 and 83 kilo varsity divisions. We will see you then. This has been a great time. Thank you for joining us. See you at 5:30. Platform 1, Brianna Crocker getting started with 102.5 kilos. And on platform 1, the action continues. Kinsey Tucker, 102.5 for her opening attempt. Wow, super easy there for Kinsey. Three white lights, good lift.